So have you ever wondered why you can't use your woven patterns for stretch fabrics and your stretch patterns for woven fabrics? So let me give you a little demonstration and it will come really clear as to why you can't mix and match the two patterns, because there is some huge differences that will just mean it won't really work. So if we take this is our stretch bodice and we've got here our woven bodice blocks, and these are all blocks, so they represent the minimum amount of fabric needed to cover the body. So they're a really good way to compare the two so you can really visualize this explanation. So here I've got my woven bodice blocks, and straight away you can see I've got darts. This is the bust dart on the front and this is the shoulder dart on the back, and that allows for the shaping of the body. So straight away we've got that difference, whereas on here a stretch fabric is naturally going to shape around the undulations of our body, so we don't need the darts like we do with woven fabrics. And then the other key thing you're going to notice is that the widths are very different. So if I match up my centre backs here, then you can see I've got this much extra on my woven block than my stretch block. And that's because, of course, the stretch fabric is going to stretch naturally out on our body and make up this width anyway. So we want to make sure that stretch patterns are always going to be smaller. So that's a very significant reason why they won't work when you swap them between the two. And if you look at the sleeve, you've got this similar kind of idea that if I put this down the center line here, then it's a lot shorter or a lot less wide, because we just don't need the width. It will naturally shape around the body. And that's the same for the trousers as well, which are these ones here. So I've got my legging here, which represents the minimum amount of fabric we need, and this area here will represent the minimum too. And you'll see already we don't need the darts again. There's no darts because it will naturally shape around our body, and also the width is a lot less. So if I place these two of the woven ones on top, you can see straight away they cover the stretch one, which is below, which takes up a lot less width. So that is why you can't mix and match your patterns, and that's why when you're creating your own sewing patterns, you want to write on them whether they are for woven fabric or stretch fabric, so you know when you come back to use them later what type of fabrics you can use with that pattern you've created.